Class 9, exercise 3.1. So, first question is complete the following. So, complete the following. First question, the number of dimensions of a solid has. The number of dimensions of a solid has. So, now the like it is a solid. We can draw like this. So, this is type of a solid like a nothing but a cube. This is, and it has a three dimensions. How many dimensions it has? Three dimensions. What are the dimensions of solid? Length, comma, breadth, comma, height. Length, comma, breadth, comma, height. So three dimensions. A solid has three dimensions. A solid has three dimensions. And Euclid divided the elements into that chapter. He wrote 30, he divided 23 chapters. How many chapters? 23 chapters. He wrote 13 books. The elements into 23 chapters. Then boundaries of solids are called. Boundaries of a solids are. So what are the boundaries of solid? You know that here it is solid boundaries. These are the boundaries. This is called surface. Surface. Boundaries of a solid are called surface. Then sum of the interior angles. Sum of the interior angles. Where in a triangle? In a triangle must be equal to 180 degrees. Sum of the interior angles of a triangle is equal to 180 degrees. A point, a line, and a plane or dash terms, undefined terms, undefined terms. That is the first question. Next, second, state whether true or following. Whether the following true statements are. State whether the following statements are true or false, and also give reason for your answer. The first question. Only one line can passes through a point. Only one line can passes through a point. Suppose it is a point. It is only one line. Here one line, and here one line, and here also one line, and here also one line. So many lines are passes through a point. That's why here, so given reason is statement is wrong. So false. That's right. There are infinite number that can be passes through a point. Infinite number can be passes through a given point. Then second, all right angles are equal. All right angles. Suppose we take a right angle here like this. So if right angle must be is equal to 90 degrees, and one more we take like this. It is also 90 degrees. Both are 90 degrees. We cut and put one another. One both are coincide with each other. So it become equal. All right angles are equal. So it is a true. So all right angles coincide when they are put one on another. So all right angles are coincide when they are put one on another. One on another. Then circles with the same radii are equal. Circles with the same radii. So this is the circle with the radii. What is the radii? Radius, radii. Radii is a plural. So that means, so we can go like this. So it is what is radii? 2 centimeter or 4 centimeter, whatever it is. And take one more. It is also 2 centimeter. So all circles are equal. All circles with the same radii coincide. If we put them at the same center, okay, center means between the vata and the two countries coincide online kabatti. So it is two statement. Circle with the same radii are equal. All the circles with the same radii coincide if we put them at the same center. Then next one. A line segment can be extended on its both sides endlessly to get a straight line. Suppose it is a line segment. ఈ లైన్ సెగ్మెంట్ ని రెండు వైపులా పొడిగించుకుంటూ పోతే అంటే ఎక్స్టెండ్ చేసుకుంటూ పోతే ఇట్ బికమ్ ఏ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్. yes it become a straight line. True, it is also a true statement. It is Euclid's second postulate. So you can look at second postulate and your textbook. Then last question. See in this second question, A, C, B. Suppose this is the figure A, C, B. From the figure, AB greater than AC, AB అనేది AC కంటే పెద్దదా? Yes, it is AB, it is only AC. So దీనికన్నా ఇది పెద్దదే కదా. సో కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ ఏమంటున్నామంటే AC is C lie between A and B. C lie between A and B. But AC is part of AB. AB లో part AC. So కాబట్టి AC is less than AB. AB is greater than AC. So the point still lies on the line. AB is between A and B. So that is about the small interpretation of first question and second question. Next question, third question. In the adjacent figure, show that length AH is greater than sum of lengths of AB plus BC plus CD. Here, adjacent figure is this. We need to show AH is greater than sum of lengths of AB plus BC plus CD. AB plus BC plus CD కంటే AH అనేది పెద్దది అని చూపించాలి. So by using the postulates and axioms. Suppose we take AB plus BC plus CD coincide with AD. ఇక్కడ AD లలో AD లోపల ఉన్నాయి. AB A, B, C. So that means AB plus BC plus CD అనేటివి AD లోపల ఉన్నాయి. అయితే coincide with AD. By Euclid's second axiom, ఏంటంటే take some of the things which are equal to sum of its whole. So ఇది మొత్తం మనం యాడ్ చేస్తామంటే the parts ఈ parts అన్ని యాడ్ చేస్తే మొత్తం whole కు ఈక్వల్ అన్నమాట. సో నాకు AB plus BC plus CD is equal to AD. So now also AD is part of whole AH. ఈ AD అనేది మొత్తం AH లో ఒక పార్ట్. సో కాబట్టి AH అనేది AD కంటే పెద్దది. సో AH is greater than AD. So then AH is greater. What is mean by AD? We are writing here AB plus BC plus CD. So AH is greater than AB plus BC plus CD. Then question number 4. If a point Q lies between two points P and R such that PQ is equal to QR, prove that PQ is equal to 1/2 PR. So I think Q అనేది PQ కి మధ్యలో ఉన్నట్లయితే prove that PQ is equal to half PR అని మనము చూపించాలన్నమాట. Let's take a figure in this. Suppose P and R, this is Q lies between P and R. P కి R కి మధ్యలో Q ఉన్నది. అయితే ఈ రెండు సమాన భాగాలుగా ఉన్నాయి. ఇక్కడ చూసినట్లయితే PQ plus PR is equal to PQ plus QR. PQ plus QR is equal to PR అవుతుందన్నమాట. PQ plus QR is equal to PR. That's why PR is equal to PQ plus QR. So PQ is equal to QR in the given question. PQ is equal to QR, same units. Then these all are coincide with the PR. PQ QR ఎట్లున్నాయి? PR మధ్యలో ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. Now PR is equal to PQ plus QR. Already we know that PQ is equal to QR. We write QR is equal to PQ. Since PQ is equal to QR. So QR బదులు మనం PQ రాసాం. Both we are adding 2PQ. So this is PR is equal to 2PQ. Next, then things which are false to same things are equal to one another. So వాటి అర్థ సమాన భాగాలు కూడా సమానం కాబట్టి now 1/2 PR is equal to 1/2 పక్కన 1/2 తీసుకున్నాం మనం సేమ్ అవుతాయి into 2PQ. Now 2 cancel. Now 1/2 PR is equal to PQ. Therefore PQ is equal to 1/2 PR. Hence proved. For your understanding of this, and here also. So keep noting. Draw a equilateral triangle with the side 5.2 centimeter. So we need to draw equilateral triangle with the side 5.2 centimeter. Suppose we take side AB, A comma B, 5.2 centimeter. Then take a rounder and with the pencil you can draw, take with radius A and B and join a circle like this. Draw a circle like this, and with the A in center of radius AB, draw a circle passing through B, and with the B in center, draw another circle with the same radii like this. So same circle like this, and here is the point C, and with the scale, by using scale, draw a straight lines. So this is the equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle. So one more I will show you again. Take a side 5.2 centimeter. It is mark AB with the A in center of radius AB radius. Draw a circle passing through B, and with the B is center like this. Of same radii, draw one more circle passing through A, and mark the point C with the intersecting point of the circle, and draw a straight lines like this. So you get the equilateral triangle. What is conjecture? Give for one example. What is conjecture? Conjecture or hypothesis. So what is conjecture means? The statement neither proved nor disproved. Neither proved nor disproved is called a conjecture. A statement which is neither proved nor disproved, so is called a conjecture. Suppose you take example. Every even number greater than 4 so every even number greater than 4 can be written as sum of two primes. Suppose we take even number greater than 4, suppose it is a 6. We can write this as 3 plus 3. So it is a prime number, sum of two prime numbers. And we take 8. We can write this as 3 plus 5. Both are prime numbers. So we say this every even number, this is the example. Every even number greater than 4 can be written as a sum of two primes. So the statement which is neither true nor disproved is also లేదు. Next, not disproved. Disproved చూడండి ఇక్కడ 3 plus 3. So prime numbers. 3 plus 5 prime numbers. So ఇలాంటి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ కి మనము ఏమంటామంటే కంజెక్టర్ అని అంటాం పరికల్పన. Next, mark 2 points P and Q. Draw a line through a P and Q. How many lines are parallel to PQ can you draw? So mark 2 points. Suppose we can mark 2 points of P and Q. These are the 2 points, and join both of these. We can make this as a straight line. And then, how many lines are parallel to PQ? How many lines? We can draw like this. There are number of parallel lines, infinite number of parallel lines. See that P and Q, here number solution. P and Q given points, if drawn straight line PQ to P and Q. See, if draw a straight line PQ through P and Q, so as shown in the figure like this. So here we can write conclusion. If we can draw a infinite number of lines parallel to PQ. So PQ की parallel का number of lines మనము draw చేయగలుగుతాం. Infinity number of lines can draw. Then it is explores about Gold bar conjunction. Is satya nirupana parikalpana. See, the statement which is neither true nor disproved is called a conjecture. So it talks about gold bar. Okay. So next question. In the adjacent figure, a line n falls on line L and M. N అనే లైన్ L కు M లైన్ పైన పడుతూ ఉంది. అయితే such that sum of the interior angles 1 to 2 less than 180. Then what can you say about lines L and M? ఇవి less than 180 అయితే సో ఈ L M లైన్ ఏమి చెప్పగలము అని మనకి ఇక్కడ క్వశ్చన్ అన్నమాట. So do you observe these L and M? If you produce they meet at any point. సో అవి ఎక్కడో చోట కలుసుకుంటాయి. ఇవి వీటిని పొడిగిస్తూ పోతే ఎక్కడో చోట మీట్ అవుతాయి. సో కాబట్టి ఎక్కడ ఇటు సైడ్ మీట్ అవుతాయి. నో, ఇటు సైడ్ మీట్ కావు. కాకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఎండ్కు రైట్ సైడ్ అన్నమాట. సో అదే మనం చెప్తాం ఇక్కడ సొల్యూషన్. The line L and M line if produced infinitely will eventually they meet right side of line n. ఎందుకు రైట్ సైడ్ అక్కడ చోట మీట్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, that's it. Next, in adjacent figure, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 is equal to angle 4. So what is the relation between angle 1 and angle 2? Angle 1 and angle 2. So here in this figure, angle 1 is equal to angle 3, angle 2 is equal to angle 4, and angle 3 is equal to again angle 4. So angle 3 is equal to angle 4 means angle 1 is equal to angle 2. So by Euclid's axiom, things which are equal to one another, equal to the same things are equal to one another. So by using this Euclid axiom, we can use angle 1 is equal to angle 2. That's it. Next, in the adjacent figure, we have BX is equal to half AB and BY is equal to half BC and AB is equal to BC, so that BX is equal to BY. It is adjacent figure. We can write that A, B, C. Here it is X and it is Y. Here what is said that BX is equal to here what is the question? Yes, BX is equal to half AB. BX అనేది AB లో అర్ధ భాగం. అలాగే AY is equal to, so it is half AC. So here we take BX is equal to half AB, BY is equal to BY is equal to half BC. Here it is Y. BY is equal to half BC. Let's leave it. Now see, it is given that BX is equal to half AB, BY is equal to half BC, and AB is equal to BC. Both are equal. AB is equal to BC. So then, so AB and BC are same things in a triangle. By Euclid axiom, things which are false to the same things are equal to one another. That means we are right here. Here I am writing. So what is half AB is equal to half BC. Things which are false to the same things are equal to one another. Now half AB means BX. Half AB means BX. Half BC means BY. Hence we are proved. That's